And I used to look at my dad as a little kid, look at my dad and say, Dad, I'm going to race here one day. I promise you I'm going to race here one day. And that was my dream. And I still remember driving through that tunnel the very first time. It was a thrill.
You ride with the Orbit Racing GT3. Kyle Petty at the wheel, and currently that Orbit car is 5th in class, 7th overall. That's an improvement on where they were at the Rolex 24 last year. They ended up finishing 7th in class, so things are on the up and up. Chris Neville, what's happening?
Well, the team really looked like a solid contender earlier in the weekend, but they've had their share of problems. Yesterday in the daylight hours, they had 2 right rears blowing out. Another one of these Porsches with problems on the Dunlop. Back upstairs to you guys.
That's the 68, excuse me, Chris. Yes, sorry about that. That is a massive crash. That is the 2nd Racers Group Porsche. There's been 3 here this weekend. We know that the 67 is out, and that is the 68. That is a massive crash. Whoa, Jim Michaelian.
Is that who's in the car?
We are pretty sure that Jim Michaelian is in the car.
All right, that is at the exit of, on the inside of the racetrack, at the exit of turn 5 on the infield. And that's a strange spot. He must have maybe had contact. He got off. He would typically get off on the outside and come back across. And how he got upside down, we'll have to take a look at this. Oh gosh, he went through 1. I think he went through 1. Went through turn 1. Okay, okay.
Wow.
And he came straight.
Again, this is the Racers Group Porsche. Jim Michaelian is the driver. This is the sister car to the race leader. And that was a very fast and frightening looking crash. Jack, what?
The way that car, I mean, he's safe in there. There's a lot of bars. It's a good, secure area where he is. So, and he went through a couple of barriers, which took some of that impact away and diffuses the impact. So
you hate to speculate on any type of mechanical, but he went off awful fast. It doesn't even look like he slowed down.
Leader coming in. The team down there looking on from the Racers Group. Let's have a look at a replay. This is in real time. Follow the group around. This is a real-time replay. Watch the right-hand side of your screen.
Whoa, boy, he just came straight across from the dogleg, wide open. It's like he went straight off, never made the left through the dogleg.
Or brakes, or you don't know.
And just, you know, he got it backwards. He got off, got backwards. When you hit the grass, I mean, all bets are off at that point. Once the 4 wheels are in the grass, you go in the direction the momentum is taking you at that point.
It's such a fast
no longer have any control. And that is the fastest part of the infield for sure.
Well, let's have a look at exactly where this is. Jack Baldwin will talk us through. We'll have a look at the track map. And Jack, if you wouldn't mind pointing out, firstly, to our viewers exactly where it is. Secondly, where what happened.
Right in here is where the car, as he came off, he came right here at this fast dog leg. He came off and came straight across here and went through this barrier right here and crashed right here. This is where he's sitting right now.
So Jim Michaelian is out of the car. That is a very positive sign. A man who plays a major role in motorsport in this country, who now runs the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. Very, very busy with the Champ Car Series. Has been around a long time, and also is very involved in the race at St. Pete here in Florida. The opening round of the World Series. Let's take another look at that as Jim Michaelian walks away, and is extremely fortunate to be able to walk away. We'll have a look at that again, and you get to see the full impact and just how fast Jim left the circuit. Again, as we follow the cars around, as they head away from the camera, watch to the right-hand side of your screen. You will see the Racers Group Porsche come right about now.
There he comes, sailing through, hits that guardrail. That actually helped it out a little bit. But if you notice, the car is intact. I mean, the car and where he's sitting is, see right here, right there. That's where the driver sits. And
well, the owner of all three Racers Group Porsches has got enough on his plate with leading this race, and now he's seen his second car go out. Let's hear from Kevin Buckler.
Well, Lee, I'm down here. Obviously, a lot of concern in the Racers Group pit. I mean, they were very high with the race lead, but obviously very upset about what just happened. As long as we make sure that Jim's okay. Kevin, have you heard anything from the 68 team or from Jim?
No, I just went around the corner there and I saw the car upside down, and I didn't know who was driving. I just want to make sure the driver's okay. It looks like he's climbed out and he's okay. You know, I don't know why there's a barrier there. It went in a couple of years ago. It's not a very good place for a barrier. We've said that for a long time. So.
Well, it's nice to see Jim out of the car. As far as the 66 car goes, we'll go to the high points here. You just got out of the car. Everything good?
Yeah, everything's really good. Timo's in. We're running as hard as we can go right now.
Now, you know, as far as the 68 car goes, was that the car that won Le Mans last year, or?
That was the Daytona winner from last year.
Well, very disappointing.
We're doing great, too.
Obviously very disappointing for the Racers Group team, leading overall, but you don't want to see a car go out, and you certainly don't want to see it go out like that.
And, well, if Kevin can hang on and win this race, that's one thing, but it's been a very expensive weekend for him as well. 2 of the 3 Racers Group Porsches out of this Rolex 24. We're about to take a short break, but let's have a look at that replay one more time. Jim Michaelian in the 68 car. Boy, the speed of that car was arrested quickly, but he is okay. Just a little after 8 here, local time at Daytona International Speedway. The Rolex 24 continues. Thank you for joining us. Lee Diffie with Jack Borwin. Terry Borchella's in here with us as well. Brian Till and Chris Neville down in the pits. Thank you for joining us. It's been an early start to the day, but we've had a fair bit of action. Jack Borwin, talk us through that incident we just saw with Jim Michaelian and the Racers Group Porsche.
Yeah, that big crash had just happened as he came across right here. He came straight across, and he hit this barrier right here. That barrier right there, that slowed him down, and that kept him from going across this racetrack, that's what they want to avoid right there. A car coming just like you saw right there, and he was going so fast, he would have gone across the racetrack and hit this guardrail right here. So
here is a replay, another replay of the crash. Watch to the right of his screen.
As he's moving really fast, but that barrier slowed him down and kept him, and here's the other barrier, right, here's another one. That barrier gave way. It diffused the impact. That's what you want. He's intact. He's in shape right there. He's okay. He's where he's supposed to be, in his driver's seat, strapped in, Hans device, the whole thing. No problem.
The bank Porsche did a fair bit too, Jack.
The bank slowed down, and it kept the car from crossing. If that car had gone without any obstruction and crossed the racetrack, it could have been a lot worse.
We are under our 10th full caution, and as you look at the leaderboard,